From Montana, let freedom ring. The Liberty Convention held at the University of Montana in Missoula, 2010. At the Liberty Convention held at the University of Montana in Missoula, citizens and patriots are gathered to learn more about restoring freedom and protecting our God-given rights. Through knowledge, virtue, and education, we can correct the abuses of constitutional power that are becoming more prevalent in our nation today. Here's what some people in attendance are concerned about.
My favorite part about all of this is that it gives people the excuse, probably that they've needed for a long time, to get the education to remain free.
What's going on right now is wonderful. We need more of this. The apathy in America is astounding. People are finally starting to wake up. And they need to do this very quickly, because what our government is doing to us now is an absolute crime. It's immoral, it's wrong. Unconstitutional. We need to stand on our own 2 feet and get involved and get active. That is the problem.
The Americans are coming. The Americans are coming. The Americans are coming from cities and the field, standing up for freedom, ballot boxes filled. Alone we save our nation, our voices now a roar. Americans are coming, we ain't taking anymore. All revere, now's the time for your cry. Wake up, our nation, freedom stands or dies. Most elected to an office have memory loss. They've forgotten they're the servants, we are their boss.
Rick Jore, former Constitution Party legislator and current Constitution Party of Montana state chairman.
I really think the key, there's 2 keys in my view to restoring our republic, to restoring our freedom and constitutional government. That's education and vision.
Mona Docteur of Celebrating Conservatism, hostess of Liberty Convention 2010. Education is our goal. The American people are hungry for knowledge about their rights and how to preserve them. Freedom is not free.
Each and every one of you is a walking, talking newspaper. You create your own world, your own environment by what you put out there to your neighbors, to your family. No longer can you blame the government. Sorry. No longer can you blame the media.
Dr. Baldwin is the host of a lively, hard-hitting radio show called Chuck Baldwin Live. Chuck has authored 2 books, the first entitled Subjects Seldom Spoken On, the second, This is the Life. Through his radio program, Dr. Baldwin has edited and produced the Freedom Documents. On April 26, 2008, state delegates of the Constitution Party elected Chuck Baldwin to be their presidential candidate during their national nominating convention in Kansas City, Missouri.
Our freedom comes from God. We were created equal, all men under God, created with the same natural rights, as Jefferson calls them, the laws of nature and nature's God. That they are endowed by their Creator with certain inalienable rights, and among these are life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. Listen to the rest of it. That to secure these rights, governments are instituted among men.
Martin J. Red Beckman. Red Beckman and his wife have been a team for 45 years. Writing books, producing television, lecturing, and doing talk shows are part of everyday life for these two.
The founders of this country understood that you cannot trust government. And this is what we have been doing in this country. And that is why this country is in trouble. This government has run us into the ground. This government has become the global bully. And we're the global bully, and the whole world is laughing at us right now because we have done such stupid things.
Gary Marbut is the president of Montana Shooting Sports Association, the primary political action organization for gun owners and hunters in Montana.
So we as we always do, we evaluated candidates, we raised a bunch of money, we got out, we worked hard, we supported the good guys, and come elections, by gosh, we had changed the makeup of the Montana Senate. And we got that bill through in 2009.
Sheriff Mack. In 1994, Sheriff Richard Mack filed the lawsuit challenging the Brady Bill to stop federal government from forcing another unfunded mandate on the American people. He won a decision at the U.S. Supreme Court on the issue of states' rights.
Law enforcement is exempt from the background checks of Brady Bill. I said, so what paperwork are you preparing? And he said, the most powerful amendment in the Bill of Rights. The 10th Amendment, states' rights, state sovereignty. The federal government cannot tell you to do these background checks for them, and this is going to be the most powerful 10th Amendment decision ever.
Schaeffer Cox. Schaeffer Cox of Fairbanks, Alaska. A bold spirit and a can-do attitude propelled him into every adventure he could find. Hunting, fishing, trapping, rock and ice climbing. He spent a winter alone in a cabin in the Yukon Flats and has led 3 successful expeditions to the top of Mount McKinley. These experiences have utilized his leadership skills and problem-solving abilities, as well as having proved his tenacity and perseverance.
No authoritarian government can tolerate a people that have a standard by which to judge the conduct of that authoritarian system. That's why folks like us are being attacked and will be attacked.
Kitty Werthman grew up in Austria under the Nazi regime of Adolf Hitler. She has seen firsthand the devastating effects of when people elect and put unchecked power in the hands of a few. Hear Kitty's story on the eerie similarities between the rise of the Nazi regime in Germany and America today. Kitty Werthman, 83 of Pierre, is president of South Dakota Eagle Forum.
Oh, Hitler was a very clever politician. He also nationalized our churches. Dictatorship did not happen overnight. It took little by little.
To order the set of 6 convention DVDs, including all 9 speakers, contact us through our website at www.libbyvideo.com or call us at area code 406-293-7390. Freedom fighters, defenders of liberty, Tea Partiers, patriots. Such terms describe a group of people deeply impassioned by convictions of divine origin, convictions that empower a people to be the guardians of freedom. But what group of people would be worthy of such titles? An exclusive generation of men and women that existed over 200 years ago? Or is it possible that the same passion could run deep within the fabric of our society today? The founders of our nation recognized that our rights are God-given, as proclaimed by the Declaration of Independence. We hold these truths to be self-evident: that all men are created equal, that they are endowed by their Creator with certain unalienable rights. Among these are life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. Though God-given, also vulnerable, and in need of continuing vigilance to retain them, as evidenced by many testimonies.